Hello YouTube, welcome to Cooking with Riley, the first installment. And today we're making garlic, if there's also Chef Stephanie. We're preparing a meal today, and it's basically a fish battered based meal. And you're gonna need, for this meal, we're basically making garlic buttered shrimp. So what you're going to need for the ingredients is butter, possibly dairy, but for vegans, you know,
you could use some ghee.
You could use some ghee or margarine.
If you're okay with it, no margarine.
No, margarine would work. You're probably at one point going to need a knife to cut that butter. And you're also going to, well, another important ingredient, garlic powder. Today we're using, as a substitute, Watkins garlic powder.
Or fresh garlic would be better.
Or fresh. And as much shrimp as you can get. This was on sale for $9.70. Unit price is $8.98. And it is large shrimp cocktail. And we're going to cook this after we do this. So, yeah. We'll go to step one. Okay, so before you make your conglomerate of food, you're going to want to use some sort of sanitation method. In our case, we're using Dawn. And just some water, probably out of a faucet. Or whatever you... probably out of an ocean if you live in Africa, something like that. So let's go on to step one now of cooking. Just to clarify my comment from before about the vegans, ghee, I found out recently ghee really isn't a substitute for butter. It would work, but if you're a vegan, you probably wouldn't be eating this. So maybe you pescatarians out there.
There you go.
Pescatarians. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now to start this off, this procedure, you can't really do this with one hand, so you're going to grab your, you can hear the fish, you're going to grab your butter, come over to your pan, and you're going to just drop it in there, let it marinate, and you're obviously going to turn on your, your thing, to a little bit below 4. Or, crap. There you go. Right there. And you're gonna let the butter just sizzle until it's all around the thing. Okay, so what you're gonna do next is just let the butter sizzle around until the butter is completely dissolved around the pan. And then you'll be able to put your shrimp in there. Unless if you have the certain type of garlic, what was it again, Chef Stephanie? Raw garlic. Then you could just put the raw garlic. You'd put the raw garlic in first before the shrimp.
With the butter.
With the butter. But in this case, we just have garlic powder. So, okay. Okay, so now since your butter substance is melted through there, you're gonna grab your shrimp. We're only using, in this case, we're only using half of this bag because you can obviously, yeah, here, hold it like toward me. You gotta flip the camera around. Here you go.
Okay.
You're gonna, sorry about the technical difficulties there. What you're gonna want to do is just grab about half the bag of shrimp. Come over here. Be sure to, don't focus on my face or anything, just here. And I did wash my hands before this, so just grabbing a few shrimp, throwing them in there from this bag. We got this at Festival Foods. And Festival, they're locally sourced, so this shrimp was actually a shrimp. This shrimp was actually real animal at one point. I know, like, places like Perkins really don't have real shrimp. Is this about good? It's about good, Chef Stephanie says. So yeah, that's that. You just basically let that sizzle for a while, and go with your butter.
Put in a little more butter.
Maybe put in a little bit more butter, but yeah, we'll do that. I guess while you're done when you're waiting on your butter to melt with your shrimp that's locally sourced from Festival Foods, may I say it one more time, you're going to want to go in your refrigerator and or your store and find the cocktail sauce, which we currently do not have any of. Or is it down? Yeah, it's down there. Right here. And may I remind you, the cocktail sauce is also locally sourced at our Festival Foods. So, this is not sponsored by Festival Foods. If I mention Festival Foods is an awesome place. But most people like cocktail sauce with garlic powder or anything. So now we added a little bit more butter into it, and we're just gonna let it like drizzle around. You gotta get one of these things. These are called spatulas, and you're gonna flip your shrimp around, kind of get your butter to your pan there too, and on your shrimp. Yeah, you're gonna want to flip your shrimp around and let them just turn golden. That McDonald's French fry color that we all know and love.
They really don't get golden, but okay.
Chef Stephanie is not having a great day today. But yeah, they don't get golden, guys. They don't. Not like the golden. Because most of this is water from the shrimp because it's ice. We're draining out some of the water. Don't worry, we're keeping the butter in, right?
Yep.
Chef Stephanie was just draining out the butter the water from the shrimp, so it can be just your shrimp material. The next thing. So for this, we just basically, on the next part, we put a lid on top of the shrimp and butter substance that's locally found butter. Yeah, the butter was locally sourced. Probably from a cow or something. So we put a lid so it would cook faster. We knew that would work, so we did that. We obviously used our brains. So while we wait for all that to work, grab a plate. You know, you want to present your stuff, so grab some, whatever you think's reasonable. I'm also going to grab a little Petri dish from the cupboard of cupboards, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this in there. Okay, that was not a little, but there you go. That's cocktail sauce. That's cocktail. I didn't taste it, but that's cocktail sauce. It's fresh cocktail sauce from the seas of Festival Foods. And that is basically, we're prepared. Since we're serving up a whole dinner, we're going to have more than that on the plate. When we're done, we're having cod. Cod that's baked in the oven. Baked at a temperature I'm not sure of at the moment. But 450 degrees, something like Papa Murphy's, but 350. And we're going to add the garlic soon, so just wait a minute. Okay, so now when your shrimp look like this, and they're all unfrozenized, you're basically going to want to grab your garlic powder from before, and just put a little bit. I'm thinking he's coming out. Here. Hand it over to Chef Stephanie to shake up the... You might have to shake it out to get it used to what the bottle was.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Don't use too much because it could get too much garlicky. And then okay, so lastly, here's your finished product. It looks good. Very delicious. This sauce is basically what's left over in the pan and what you're gonna eat. So since it's pretty hot, I'm not gonna use my fingers and grab the shrimp for the taste test. I'm definitely just gonna go like this. We'll try one little whip with it of cocktail sauce, and then we'll try a whip with the butter. Or should I just do both? There you go. There. It's hot, but it's really, really good. And I definitely recommend you guys trying it. Thanks for watching. More cooking videos coming soon. Goodbye.